Attention, Bears family. What I'm about to drop on you right now might just take your breath away. First, a second-year defensive player has got the high-ups on the verge of a mutiny. Second, an explosive report from Adam Schefter has our star. And Duo, quarterback and coach, on red alert with a statement that will reverberate throughout the NFL. And third, the Chargers embarrass us again. But this time, it's personal. What will the team do? This is not just football. It's revenge, survival, and the most crucial moment in 10 years. If you leave now, you'll miss the key to understanding why 2025 will be glory or tragedy. Want to talk about pressure? Let's talk about Austin Booker. This kid is heading into his second year, carrying monumental expectations on his shoulders. And it's not just me saying it, it's Brad Biggs from the Chicago Tribune, who's practically implying that the future of the Bears pass rush depends on this 5th-round pick. The situation is as clear as day. We've got Montez Sweat and Dayo Odeyingbo as our main quarterback hunters. Odeyingbo just signed a 3-year, $48 million contract, and we all know the talent Sweat brings to the table. But after them, who's next? That's the issue. An issue that apparently Ryan Poles believes Booker can solve. I'm telling you, keep a close eye on what's happening here. We're talking about a team that has historically been terrible at developing their own pass rushers. When was the last time we developed someone internally who genuinely struck fear into opposing quarterbacks? I can't even remember. And now, they want this 5th-round kid to be the answer? A player who managed only 1.5 sacks in his rookie season. Is that enough evidence to trust him? Sure, he got 21 tackles and 4 quarterback hits in limited opportunities. But let's not kid ourselves. With a 52.5 Pro Football Focus grade, it's clear he still has a lot to prove. What intrigues me is his past in Kansas. This kid was the Big 12 Defensive Rookie of the Year and part of the first-team All-Big 12. He recorded 8 sacks and 12 tackles for loss. That's the player the Bears need to show up. But let's be honest, the other options we have aren't exactly stars. Dominique Robinson, Daniel Hardy, Xavier Carlton. None of these names send chills down the spines of rival quarterbacks. So, I understand why they're giving Booker this shot. The central question is, can Austin Booker make the leap and become a consistent threat like he was in college? If he can, the Bears' pass rush could be much more formidable than many expect. If not, we'll be desperately searching for help mid-season. This is big, really big. Adam Schefter, possibly the most connected reporter in the NFL, just dropped a bomb about Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson that should set off all the alarms at Hallis Hall. The comparison he makes with Jayden Daniels is brutal. Think about the expectations on Caleb Williams compared to how we talk about Jayden Daniels. It's like night and day, says Schefter. And you know what? He's absolutely right. Daniels is being praised as the future of the league, while Williams? Well, let's say the conversation is quite different. I believe this puts immense pressure on Ben Johnson. Remember that this is the guy who turned Jared Goff, yes, Jared Goff, into one of the league's most productive quarterbacks last year. The Lions went from being a joke to being 1 game away from the Super Bowl. And now, he's expected to do the same with Williams. The organization has gone above and beyond to surround Williams with talent. 3 new offensive linemen, a promising tight end in Colston Loveland, another receiver in Luther Burden. They're doing everything they can. But as Schefter says, and I completely agree, it all comes down to one thing. Can Ben Johnson turn Caleb Williams into the quarterback we all thought he would be when we drafted him with the 1st overall pick? What I find fascinating is Schefter's final comment. If they can do it, then who knows if 9 wins is the limit. Anything is possible if Ben Johnson can make Caleb Williams the quarterback the Bears think he is. I ask you, is it fair to put so much pressure on a quarterback in his second year and a head coach in his first season? Probably not. Is it the reality of the situation? Absolutely. The truth is, Williams had a complicated rookie season. With Matt Eberflus fired midway through the season and all the chaos that entailed, he never had a real chance to establish himself. But now, with Johnson at the helm, there are no excuses. The first Monday Night Football of the season will show the world what this pair can do. And believe me, the entire NFL will be watching. What they see in that game could define the storylines for the entire 2025 season. This is what I call rubbing salt in the wound. The Chargers just released their 2025 schedule video, and guess what? They decided to mock Tariq Stevenson and one of the most painful moments in recent Bears history. For those who somehow managed to block that trauma from memory, we're talking about the Hail Mary against the Commanders. While the play was still alive, Stevenson decided it was the perfect time to taunt the crowd, instead of, doing his job and covering his receiver. The result? Noah Brown caught the pass, and the Bears lost in the most humiliating way possible. And now, the Chargers have recreated that moment in their schedule video in Minecraft style. They just couldn't let it go, could they? What many don't understand is the ripple effect that play caused. We were 4-2, about to be 5-2, with momentum on our side. After that loss, we dropped 10 straight games. 10. We saw both the offensive coordinator and head coach get fired. For the first time in franchise history, the Bears fired their head coach mid-season. I'm telling you, that moment completely changed the trajectory of our season and possibly our franchise. The irony, if we hadn't had that collapse, Ben Johnson probably wouldn't be our coach now. During interviews for the position, Ryan Poles specifically asked candidates how they would have handled that loss to the Commanders. Johnson's response is what helped him land the job. Now Stevenson remains our starting cornerback opposite Jaylon Johnson, despite a terrible 2024 season. With a 58.9 PFF grade, he ranked 134th out of 222 cornerbacks. That's bad. Although his 6 interceptions in his first 2 years show flashes of his potential, what's clear is that Johnson's new regime won't tolerate what happened against the Commanders. That loss exposed dysfunction in our locker room and sent the team into a spiral. Johnson is building a new foundation, a new era of Bears football where no player takes a single down off, no matter the situation. The good news is, we'll have our shot at redemption. The Bears will face the Commanders in Week 6 on Monday. Night football. It'll be the perfect moment to showcase that this is a different team under Johnson's leadership. I ask you, can Stevenson redeem himself? Or will this humiliation define his career with the Bears? What are your thoughts on Austin Booker? Does he have what it takes to be our next great pass rusher? Or should we seek outside help? Leave your opinions in the comments. About Williams and Johnson, do you think they're under too much pressure? Too soon? Or are the expectations fair given what we've invested in them? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And about Stevenson, does he deserve a second chance? Or should that mistake against the Commanders define his future with the team? Share your thoughts below. This is a crucial season for the Chicago Bears, and I want you, the best fans in the NFL, to be part of every conversation. If you value this kind of unfiltered analysis and want to stay up to date on everything happening with our team, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We're a family here, united by our passion for the Bears, and your support is what makes this content possible. See you in the next video, Bears Family.